We're heading into this new town fully this episode. It's a bit longer, but it is going to be an entire extravaganza. We're going to start off looting. We've got a whole lot of stuff to do. I have mapped out the future episodes, so next episode is going to be progress, and then the episode after that is going to be catching up when I lose this save. It won't take any time at all. And then it'll take literally one episode. Then we'll be farther along than the episode before, as I really did put in the effort. So outside of that, there's a lot of fun to be had. And, zombies will no longer respawn. And if someone comments or something that I need to turn up the population, or I get some shit talk about infection or something, I'm not going to turn on an infection, but I might pop that population up to 4 times and fuck myself over. No, not anytime soon. Maybe someday a while away. But that's also our next planned run, isn't it? Like a 4-time pop run. Peak 6 times. That's going to be crazy. And then the run after that is going to be very little population, sprinters, and turn up all their stats, defenses, strength, everything. That's going to be badass. I can't wait for that. It's going to be fun. Outside of that, we can get back on this grind. We're always just picking shit up. Half of the game's looting, and sorting is about the most relaxing thing for me. Just out of anything in the game. I love, this stack of crates are 9mm. This stack's for this. Oh, the back of this car is for that. And deciding all that, and then you bring that back to your base where you actually have a good little setup is the absolute fucking best. We just pop some sleeping pills to liberate ourselves of tiredness. And then we've got to loot the inside of this place from the end of last episode. Then we're going to have way more zombies here in a second. I'm not exactly the smartest. Then we'll come back. We're going to clear this main road, which is going to be a whole lot of sledgehammering, but it is kind of what I got to do. I'm not going to leave any main roads uncleared, I guess. Like I said, I want all main roads to be drivable. They don't have to be quickly drivable, but they have to be drivable to the point where I'm not going to get caught up on a horde or anything. And then after that, I'm going to eventually do, once I clear them and make them drivable, like I said, there will be a house or a place I'm living in each town. And that's going to be when I clear more roads. But like I said, it's going to be 2-3 years into the game when I finally run out of resources and have to start looting town by town. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. And it is going to make the game more difficult. I intend to go through the entire upper part of the game. How do I explain this? I intend to go through Erie Country. Actually, not Erie Country. I intend to go through everything else before I descend back into Erie Country to then, go grab the food we have stockpiled down there. Not that I ever think I'll need to go get that food stockpiled down there. That's actually a little bit of a spoiler. But I do head back to Erie Country just to clear it out of everything, so we never have to go back down there again unless it's for food. So I go back down there here in 3-4 episodes. It's going to be pretty wacky, pretty wild heading down there again and seeing what we abandoned. But I like to look forward. We're living in the church now. We're going to be doing clear missions from the church to clear out all these territories we've, long since seen abandoned by the majority of people and are just overrun with zombies. I just want to clear them out so I can safely traverse them when I come back. So that's what the missions are for. I mentioned that last episode, but there's no reason not to recap it. And then once I'm done taking a rest here, I'm going to finish up clearing all the zombies I subtracted with my shotgun shots. And then we'll head back in to go a little bit deeper in the town. There is just so many zombies to clear in this town. What am I? I'm up to 30,000 zombie kills at this point. or something crazy. Like, I'm talking me modern day. For you guys, I'm on like 18, 19,000. I'm doing better with, since I modified the sandbox options, I get way more errors, so I'm doing it back up every 3-4 IRL days. It won't affect you guys, and I'll be honest if I die. Like I said before, I died here in an episode, but it wasn't a real death. Like, the game froze, and there was a crash to desktop that I load in, and my character was dead, and there was just errors stacking on the corner of the screen, like up to like 10K or something. So it was a lost save, essentially. So, yeah, we aren't there yet, though. We have a lot of fun to be had. And you guys got to watch all this. Like, I'm not saying none of this matters, because I essentially go through the same thing here that I'm doing right now off camera. So I replicate everything and even go a bit further off camera just to make sure I'm not being disingenuous and being like, oh, ha ha ha, oh, whatever. Like, I'm genuinely playing through the same experience. So it's not like, oh, skip 3 episodes ahead and you're going to watch all this again. Fuck no. Like, I'm going to... You're going to have one episode. I'm going to title it, like, recap episode, so... It's not going to be an issue. I saw, like, the 40th ad for this movie, Idiocracy. I've got to go watch it. It's not, it's an older movie, but I'm going to go ahead and watch it. Sounds funny as hell. And then, outside of that, I keep getting FIFA Australian miner ads. Like, they're really trying to get me in the mines. I think I'm a prime candidate for the mines. They hear I go to the gym and they hear I'm kind of athletic, and all the dudes advertising the rates, like, I looked it up, I'm not an idiot, all the dudes advertising the rates are like engineers, forklift operators and stuff. I go there, they're gonna like, yeah, you can make this much. I go there, they're like gonna be like, hey, we're paying you $13.50 an hour. You don't get a flight back for 5 weeks. We know you don't have money, so you're gonna work for $13.50 as a hands-on miner on this rig. It's like, dude, I know you're fucking... They're trying to lure me in, but I'm not going to get a job like that. I mean, I don't know. I could be an athletic coach there. That'd be pretty cool. Sorting away. I love filling all these up, dude. It's one of the best things ever. Just hoarding absolute loot, my worth. I love gathering up my trinkets, my bullets, my guns, and ammunition. It's about my favorite thing in the whole game. Each town gives you... I don't know, I feel like each town gives you more ammo than you spend killing all their troops. Like, if you're... all their zombies. I feel like if you're killing, you have good aiming. My character is 10 aiming at this point, I think. As long as you're, using your gun and not being an idiot, and you're managing things, you're going to spend less ammo than you get out of the police station, all the zombies' bodies. It really depends on the town. I think each town does have a good chunk. Like, they'll have a gun store and a police station minimum, right? And some have military apartments, some have quarantine zones, some have, military bases. There's just all this stuff that you're getting probably more than let's be modest, right? Small town, right? Not one of the main towns, not something I have on my map. Small town, spending, what, 800 bullets maybe, tops, like 800 to 1,600 of prime bullets, shotgun shells, 308, 5.56. And in turn, I'll get, a couple thousand with those mixed in there. Yeah, you're losing the prime bullets, but you're also gaining back, 9mm, 38, 45, .3006. Like, you're getting all these other bullets that are, they're not quite what I want. Like, I don't want 223. I don't want fucking 44, fucking 367 or whatever. What's it called? The Desert Eagle. I think it's 367. I'm totally blanking on the caliber. But yeah, I don't exactly want those calibers. Like, oh my gosh, I sure do love the 7.62. Like, yeah, that'd be great if there was more of it. Like, I just don't get enough of it, like, to justify bringing it on a run. But you do get a lot of these worse ammos. So there will be runs where instead of, doing a, 5.56, there'll be runs where I'm going through a town with 9mm. But I'll, perk those guns up with attachments and everything, so I'm not exactly falling apart or, like, falling behind. Or I'll go through a town with a .38 revolver. Like, yeah, it's not going to be the quickest or the prettiest, but it's going to get the job done better than getting in and getting physical. Like, I've spent the last 4 months getting chunks torn out of my flesh. Like, the amount of scars I have, the amount of muscle tissue I've lost. Like, there are parts of my arms, my legs, my torso, my neck. I'll never, grow back. Those are going to be scars. And, the recovery and the inability to do things is not worth it, and the damaging of my armor. So really, the armor in the melee weapon should be a last resort. Like, I should be cutting these things down. I should be killing them. I should be, slaying them in swaths of ammunition, gunpowder, and smoke. And then if they get in close, one gets behind me, my gun jams, I run out of ammo, something like that. Something we haven't prepared for is the case of when I should, have to use the weapons and ammo. I'm exploring this right here. I'm just exposing the map. Also, showing off a lot of these zombies. We lure them over here, and then I wanted to sneak into that police station. That would have got me killed. There is a rear entrance, but rotating around would have been difficult. So luckily, we lost a lot of those zombies, and just making sure to go around and get a lot of the zombies engrossed and in the street and bloodthirsty. Then they come attracted to the gunshots later on. That was me adjusting the settings for the first time. That was when I doomed myself. So for reference, that was when I fucked myself. Now, this will not last forever. I want you to know that right there is the point of no return. So that right there is the point of, that's when I made the backup, installed the mod. So everything after this, from here through the next episode, will be lost. But then the episode after that, we will get it all back. So within 2 episodes from this point, we will be further along and better off than we would be. So I'm not telling you to skip it because it's going to be interesting, but I'm being honest, I died. It was not my fault. If it was, we would have ended the character like the firefighter and stuff. So, yeah. Holy cow. No, I was going to try getting character when I came back, but I was just watching Instagram. It was talking about, like, I don't think I can go into detail on this. It was talking about, like, malware on something from a company, something that you wouldn't think could have malware on it. That's all I'm going to say. And he's like, I think this video might get taken down because this is a crazy investigation. And while I'm reading the comments on his Instagram post, it starts to load. I'm like, what? And I try to reload the post, and it says just post not available. It got taken down while I was reading it. I guess he wasn't lying. They did not want me to know about that. It's kind of wacky. Let's sort some more shit. We're always full. That's the best feeling in the fucking world. Like, undeniably so, the best feeling is like, holy cow. Our pockets are full. I'm having to put down backpacks, Backpacks I usually place on the road for later, I'm having to put those down to fill with more shit. Is the best thing ever. Like, I can never get over that. And honestly, I should have known I had a sledgehammer to go breach into that. But we end up making a return trip for our sledgehammer. But hey, it's all good. It is all good. So 0 zombie respawns right now. I actually turned up zombie pop earlier, which is part of the reason I think it crashed. Is it was trying to adjust zombie pop. So what I actually did was I'm not going to adjust zombie pop yet. But, if someone tells me no balls or something, the rules, I gotta do it, legally speaking. Like, it's an actual required legal thing that I do what someone says. You gotta hate that. It's just fact of life that people can force me to do things against my will by being mean to me in comment sections. I do love the implication of that. I really do. Because I've had a couple people. Recently, I've been having some YouTube troubles in general. Like, likes and comments have been removed. And in the first 24 hours, I'll create a post and it'll get, 27 views. And I go sleep like, fuck yeah. I wake up in the morning, it has 0. Like, it just erases my views. And then there's, it's just some shit like that I'm like, that sucks. Same thing's been happening with likes. I think it's probably just trying to, like, analyze for bots or whatever. It's okay. Like, I am not grumpy about it. I do hate, or I'm going to say dislike. I think hate is a very strong word for what I'm about to express. I dislike when I'm looting and zombies just keep pouring in. I know it's a good thing in the wider scheme of things. Because as I'm looting and more zombies are pouring in, that's less zombies I'll have to deal with later on when I come back to these places. Like, yeah, that's true. But you can also get pretty annoyed when I'm trying to come through these places and place stuff down. And it just gets a little bit annoying. Outside of that, I have figured out my looting system. I think I write it down on the map later on. X's means I've gone in there and made sure there's no zombies. Does not mean it's cleared of stuff. No, those buildings still have plenty of shit for me. X's mean I've cleared it of zombies. If I put a red food stamp on it, that means it's cleared of food. The X's also kind of impartially mean that I've cleared it of everything I want to get currently. It doesn't mean I shouldn't return, because I always miss things, and if I come back after a couple months, there's a chance, I find this, I find that, yay, I found something I need. But just to remind myself, if I put a red food stamp, that's going to mean I've looted all the canned food on all the non-perishables. Because, here decently soon the power is going to go off, and so is the water, which is going to suck. But I have all those water barrels back home, and I can just, that's actually going to be an issue. Food and water is going to be an issue. I don't know. I don't think I can die from drinking water. I think rainwater's pretty pure. We'll have to see. I'm not entirely sure. That'll be something I'll have to learn. Let's keep sorting. I need to get this done with. I hate that this episode is 40 minutes long. I know that's not fair to you guys. You can listen to it while doing something else. That's probably what people are going to do if I ever get people to come back and watch these. Yeah, the chair creaks suck, but just turn your headphone volume down. You're getting ASMR zombie apocalypse experience. Let me drink a little bit of water so I'm not dying too much. Dude, let's finish up sorting and we'll go kill some more zombies. We've got 38. Gosh, I'm full. Am I bringing... I'm using the 38. That is I mean, yeah, the box was pretty full, so there was a point for using a 38. This place looks like it's intended to be a base. There's a couple places in these cities I'm like, okay, that's very much intended to be where you live. Because, like, why in the hell would they put frickin' sorry, I'm gonna completely forget this. Let me get right. Why would they put the rain collector barrels inside for you to disassemble and put outside? Like, it's just thoughtful. Like, that's that's realistic. I think, places like Muldrow and stuff have a certain expectation, at least in my experience. It's like, oh, you're not. How do I explain this? None of these buildings are made for you. But then I see, like, some of these buildings, so I'm like, oh, I could totally live there. I understand exactly how I would turn that into a base. And I feel like it's designed that way. Or maybe it isn't. Holy cow. So many zombies. I do love revolvers. Revolvers are really good. Oh my gosh. We've got to go re-loot all that. That's awful. But hey, I mean, it's worth it. We're racking up zombie kills insanely high. Just killing so many zombies. That's good. It's to keep our cities clean. I don't want to have to deal with any zombies. Zombies freaking... I don't know, this experience of running through areas and having to deal with, I had to kill 1,000 zombies to clear out this town. I had to kill 450 zombies down this road. I don't like having to experience that again. Like, I like, the zombie killing as much as the next person. But I think there's a therapeutic aspect to just killing all these guys and knowing I don't have to kill them again. That's what my experience consists of. I think probably because I can't get infected, it's a very different feeling to those who are like, oh, I can't have any encounters with zombies. Or I need to use guns. I need to, playing around this. If I get a scratch, there's a chance I die. Like, I know that exists for some people. Like, oh my god, I got a laceration, I'm gone. It's just, I'm what I am. I'm not dying to these zombies. I'm not falling victim to infection. That'll probably be... I'm not sure if that's what I'll adjust next playthrough. I think eventually there is going to be, higher challenges after this playthrough. 4 times pop, but it's the same sort of playthrough is going to be the next one. And then we'll go for I've already gone over this. Let's finish up looting all these beautiful corpses we created. There's so many purses. There's so much stuff. I very much try to be methodical and get every piece of loot from them. Sometimes I lose my place because the zombies will come up and try bite me or attack me, but usually I'm able to plow my way through. We're also in a really nice part of town. There's the hospital right there. There's a couple restaurants. There's these constructions, and then there's some storefronts. I know these are technically 2 separate maps. It's Chinatown and then Chinatown the Edition. I've actually gone modern day down into Chinatown official, but Chinatown North is going to be my focus before I head out of this town. Just our current clear mission, quote unquote, right? So our current goal, a big goal, is to plow through Chinatown. I want to work through this main road on Chinatown, plow all the way through, and then I want to sweep before I come back to go. Oh, I'm gonna go down this road. I'm gonna go over to before I go down this road and go up towards Louisville or wherever my next place is. What I want to do before that is clear out the north part of Chinatown, and then clear out the south part, later on before I continue past this city. And there's going to be a couple other cities I'm going to hit and try to clear out before too long. I do want to clear out a couple of the cities around the church where I'm currently living, just to make it a safer place for me to stay in the long term. Let's keep bashing these guys down. There shouldn't be too many of them. I'm just doing this to clear out the roads on our way back. I'm pausing because there's extreme stuttering, and this was the start of the end. It just got worse from here, and it was because of the pack I used, like the mod I chose to use for this, which was really my bad, in all honesty. About the stupidest thing I could have done. But we're going to, I'm checking. I was checking the settings. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this? How did I mess this up so bad? But it was really just, I fucked up the settings. Or the one I chose was like this Chinese character one. I'm like, I trust the Chinese. They know how to mod games. They're under the CCP's iron firewall that protects them. So they're like the best coders, aren't they? They're not infected by idiotic stuff. But, it's not like China outlawed real artists, hiring real artists, and forced people to make AI art. And then AI art got so bad that they had to reconcile with real artists or something. Nothing like that would ever happen. That just seems really absurd. Not real, not true. Couldn't be any of that, right? Yeah, not at all. But no, I download that one, and then I download the American version. It's working just fine for me. I even went into the notepad file to check like the respawn rate, and the respawn rate was at 0. So I think it worked. This one probably just, there's probably like, no offense, but there's probably like Chinese characters in the coding, and my PC couldn't cope with it. I don't think PC has language bias, but it might have messed with something. I don't know if that's a real thing that is made up, but I wouldn't be surprised, because all the comments on that one were like, this works, and then a ton of like just different languages. So it was probably my bad downloading that version. I wanted to put my trust in it. I really did. And I thought, it seems like the best version, but I've corrected the error now. Let's keep on heading. We've looted after we killed all those guys. Let's head back to my thing. We're going to start the siren, so there should be a good clump of zombies out there when we get back. So hopefully they won't affect me later on. We're going to get on over here. We've got to deposit some loot. A good chunk of loot. We also need to grab the sledgehammer, which is the reason I was here, even though I had another sledgehammer. Just from now on, I'm going to grab sledgehammers when they come into my possession, just for my own sake. We're going to stay sledged up. We're going to do the best we can. Outside of that, I think we're just going to head on back here in a second. Hopefully the police siren and stuff doesn't get too annoying for you guys. There will be a couple episodes here where I'm going, pretty much every episode from here on out, I'm going to utilize the police siren. I turned down game volume. I also turned down music volume, so you guys can hear my voice just fine, but I know there is a full-on possibility that will get pretty annoying and will affect you guys. So, yeah, that's just like my 2 cents warning. Focus on my voice if we're ever in a scenario where I'm doing the police siren. I've got to do the police siren just to, maintain and lure as many zombies as possible. So we're going to head back out of town. We're going to head back up north. We've got some stuff to do up there. Next episode is going to be clearing the way. Then the episode after that's going to be called, recovery or some shit. Getting our progress back. It's just like a set of 5-6 clips from the progress of me getting it back to that, and then the episode after that will be further ahead. I know I'm talking about this awful lot, but it's just on my mind because I'm editing it while I'm voicing over this one. So I kind of just have shit on my mind. It's my bad, gamers. We're building up more storage just because we're running out of it for a lot of these. And at this point, like, just looking at my car load versus, like, what I had here, I knew pretty soon I would need more than just 3 boxes for every type of ammo, which kind of sucks, but there's some ammo that probably won't pass 3 boxes because I'll use it. I'll try to use it more frequently and stuff, but there's always that possibility that we're going to be running low on ammo. We somehow attracted some zombies. I actually went up to the roof to check the water, make sure it was all right. The issue with doing base work, and that's the reason I won't include a lot of base work on camera, is my characters get severely depressed over time. It's like, oh, I fucking hate it here, dude. Life sucks. I have a home. I don't have to kill zombies. Oh, I fucking hate this shit. Moody ass motherfucker, dude. If I had, like, I know if I had agoraphobia, like the trait, not me in real life. Me in real life, you know, pretty much already got it. I mean, bordering on it. I can leave home. I can go to the store. I can go to the gym. Ask me to go somewhere else. I've been, like, somewhere I'm not prepared to go to. I'm kind of fucked. I really like that shit, yet somehow I think I'm going to be great in the apocalypse. I will be. Any of you who doubt me, I promise you I'm going to be great in the apocalypse. It's going to be absolutely lovely. Can't wait to, you know, rule with an iron fist or something. I mean, you know, I make a pretty good, like, Thunderdome gladiator. I think I could do that. And, you know, I can do something. Yeah, and I don't have to pay taxes. That's the best part. Don't have to pay taxes. Absolutely perfect. But we're going to finish up storing all this shit. And then we've got to head up. We aren't going to do it all day. But I'm going to make sure we aren't exactly running in excess in all these. I'm going to leave some propane torches, some propane tanks to fill up said propane torches. Just a little bit of preparation in these trucks that is actually going to help me in the long run, because carrying, you know, just that little bit of extra, oh, I can repair my shirt, oh, I have gas in case my gas tank something happens, oh, I have some welding torches so I can take apart a car and add the parts to mine. Just stuff like that ends up, I think, being really helpful in the long run. Oh my lord. Best feeling ever. It took me out though. So I'm a bit out of breath. I just ate fucking Wendy's. Parents brought it home. You know, that's the goated type shit. Oh, that was such a fucking Gen Z thing to say. That's the goated type shit. LMAO. Oh. I speak in italics only. Italics and memes. Ugh. Let's keep moving here. We've got all this food to take out here. I like having at least one crate or a couple backpacks or blanket term for all my stuff. I like having this much food with me at any given time. You know, it's just to be safe. Like, what if I had to hunker in this here, you know, trailer for a couple days because there was zombies around me or something? That would be awful. Oh my gosh. I don't know. That might be a situation where I would retire the character if I, you know, fucked myself. I know for a fact, though, with something like that, I could probably pull a gun out and you can shoot from inside of certain vehicles. So that's probably how I deal with that. I'm not sure how effective it would be, but it would do something. We're going to loot all the melee weapons except for a sledgehammer. We also have all these clothes to take. It's good to loot clothes. I like having a selection of clothes, mostly because I damage mine, and then patching them is not exactly, you never quite get back what you lose if it's a good outfit. Like, even if you're putting leather patches on it, you're like getting back, 80% of the stuff. It's better to just retire those clothes onto the ground and then move on with your life. I mean, it's wasteful, but it's the apocalypse. Like, what am I wasting? I'm wasting, clothes when there's literally 40,000 people's outfits just for me. And when I run out of outfits, I'll put on the fucking Spiffo suit or put on some fashion stuff. I'll get the fashion souls out. That's how I used to play Dark Souls, or I used to have Dark Souls on this channel. It was what I started with. I played Dark Souls 2, my favorite game ever. I played through that, and I had other shit going up. I love Dark Souls 2. God, now I'm reminiscing. It's one of the best games ever. It's one of my favorite things ever is playing Dark Souls 2. I gotta go back there at some point. I have Dark Souls 1 on this computer, and I have Lies of P, which will both probably be really fun games to play. Lies of P, I know has... Is there a cat here? Yo, is there... Who the fuck? Yeah, there's a cat here. I was wondering who was messing with me. I just heard him shake out his fur. Come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. Let me pet your head. Lies of P, Dark Souls will be pretty fun. I mean, I like our current lineup, though. I like Dark Souls. What the fuck did I say? I like Brotato. I like Darktide. I like Risk of Rain. We're going to be out of those in a couple weeks. I like Zomboid every week. I like, Dude, what are you eating? What the heck? Oh my gosh, I'm dealing with freaking villains in my house. I like having Zomboid every week, Total War every week, and then Terraria every week. Those are fun. Terraria, I don't know, I'm kind of at a standstill with that, which sucks. But we've got to beat Queen Slime, and then we'll move on to whatever is next. And then after that, I want to move on to, other games. We're going to play modded Terraria. We're going to play so many of these games. We're going to have so much fun. I am just rambling at this point. I do apologize. These commentary videos are my way of, planning out stuff. I do this in real life where I talk to friends. I plan out, what I'm going to do with my time. So it's really my bad. I didn't mean to waste the last, 5 minutes of this. I know if you're listening to this, you're probably enjoying it just as much as if I was talking about the zombies' heads I bashed in. But we gotta head out of town, and that's where I'm at in this episode. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's okay. Positive affirmations. Thank you guys for letting me ramble. Watching that if you're listening to this. Thank you guys for your watch time, your view, anything. It means the fucking world to me. It always will. I can never